Very nice, bravo. Hi, we didn't say hi yet. My name is Simon. Your name is Edgar?
Yes, exactly.
Edgar is what it is, okay. Tell me one thing, how old are you?
20.
You're 20 and you're studying?
Right now in Riga, but I'm gonna
Riga.
start my studies in Hague from September.
Okay, nice. Okay, great. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't know this piece, which is not a problem. But I took the I took the music from the internet yesterday, so I looked a little bit at it. Can we go back from the beginning? You know, it says fantasy for bassoon solo. I think you can put much more fantasy in it. Yeah, you don't have to be too strict. It's very good, you play it very well, very, very precise, but maybe you can get a little bit more fantasy in it, already in the beginning. Already these first 4 or 5 notes that directly, the eyes open and, yeah? Can we go completely back to the beginning and we go little by little, we work our way through it.
Okay.
Yeah, good. I think the first, 30 seconds they can be slower. Yeah, bada, more singing. Really speak them. And go to the low D flat. Yeah? Yeah, and I would really play fortissimo at the end. Especially the accent on the last C flat. That there is a more of an abrupt ending. There is one thing in your playing which comes back a couple of times, which is the staccato. The staccato, it's very clear what you propose, but it can have more body to the sound. It's a little bit too much focused on the tongue, and I miss a little bit the push of the air every time. I hear. Then it really bounces up, bum 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 bum, especially the second time. Yeah? Can you try this once more for me? Only the first 5 notes that you really give nice bouncing staccato. Yeah, try once without the tongue. Yeah, but still very clear. The beginning I know the B flat is difficult, but the rest not so much. Try one starting on the Do, directly on the C. Oh. I feel the air a little bit slow on the C. Open. Oh, open. Oh. Yes. And now you just put a little bit of tongue. But you keep the air as the basis. Yeah. And then you get a nice shape of every note. Yeah, the danger is when we focus on the staccato, or I don't want to use the word staccato, but when we put the tongue, we forget that the air is still producing the sound. Yeah, the tongue just gives us the definition of now, and also how it comes out, but the air makes the shape. Yeah, enough talking. Now we play.
Let's try from the top again.
Yes, please, and then we continue. vibrato on the top notes.
Both of them?
And I would put both of them. And I would play the 8th note before longer, that you have more time to prepare this big interval. Yeah, don't be afraid, you're completely alone. Yes, and your A flat is too sharp. Love 'em all. I know, but yeah.
Okay.
I know it's a bassoon. You know, if I give you my bassoon, it's the same problem.
Yeah.
A flat is too sharp.
Okay.
Okay, very good. You play very well. There is one thing which comes back a couple of times. You have the 8 notes with the staccato on it, yeah, the staccato dot. You have it in B, you have it in, also already in the beginning, but in the beginning you play differently. In the beginning you play very nice. Yeah, you do 5 times the same articulation. In B you change, you do. And I don't really understand why. The last one you play longer. Is there a reason for that?
No, it's just...
Yeah. Be careful, yeah? Keep the simplicity of the articulation. The 3rd bar in B, you have the appoggiatura, which is slurred to the rest. I don't know if, I don't really hear it if you do it, but I would also tongue it. The first appoggiatura. That is clear.
Okay.
Yeah, that it's, otherwise it loses a little bit the clarity. Yeah, I almost don't want to hear it, that it's not slurred, but for the clarity, just put very quickly the tongue on the appoggiatura. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
And I think when you get to... It was very nice now in A, yeah? Afterwards, when you have the... I'm gonna put the music here, maybe I can read it better then. With the 30 seconds, take your time to play slowly. In the tempo you have, play as slowly as possible. That it's still part of the music, not just a bunch of technical quick notes. Afterwards, in the last pages, you know, you have something very... Here I think it's still more melodic. Yeah? That I understand every note. Oh, crescendo to the la. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
That it's not blum, blum, blum. Can we try once more from A?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, very nice. And the la sounds a little bit narrow anyway. La, la, very, very, very sick sound. question. Before the you have in A the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 9th bar. Do you want to connect bar 8 and 9? I have the feeling, you know, that it's not necessarily connected musically. So I feel that you want to continue the music, but I'm not sure if it should be continued. Yeah, a little. It's new material starting. Make it clear that it's not really. I mean, I don't want you to make a huge gap, of course. Yeah, but a little bit clear the D sharp. Let's start directly there. 9 bar in A, and let me hear the A 2 bars before B. Lo. Yes, very nice. Continue. Good. Did you notice the 3rd bar in C? Your last 8th note.
Was very long.
Yes, watch out. Yeah. I know. I mean, it's something what I also used to do, and you know, nobody never told me, and you just do it naturally in a way, but there is no reason. Question: what do you have on dynamics before C?
It's all piano.
Yeah.
Start, and then it's even less. So it's 2 bars before C. It's even diminuendo until.
Yes. So try to when you arrive to this piano, try to really enjoy playing piano. Don't be afraid of playing. Enjoy playing piano. Yeah. I know we are. Oh, I'm stuck with my pants. Yeah. I know we have a tendency of being afraid of playing piano as a double reed instrument. Don't be. Just give more air and enjoy this. Somewhere, but don't really enjoy it. Okay. And try when you play piano. Every time you play piano in an orchestra solo, don't think, will they still hear me? No, you have to catch the attention of the audience. You have, they need to be like, is he still playing? Yes, he is still playing. Catch the attention by playing soft, by playing. It's only, in the end, it's only piano. You don't have to play super soft here, but you want the people to be afraid of moving in a way that they will disturb your performance. Yeah? Can you play directly the B flat, which is still forte?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Yeah? And then a nice piano. Yeah. Do you need to breathe there?
I should breathe actually before. Maybe after the C, on C, after the first statement. Maybe that's the best.
Yeah, you could do that. Because before the first time, I don't know, I can't remember now, but the first time you played, I remember that you read before the E in the fifth bar before C, no? Is that correct?
Yeah, I did before the E natural, right?
Yeah. Is that always your intention?
No, it's just an.
Okay. Okay. No. Okay. Like in a way, musically, it makes sense to breathe there. I would even say. It's not written, of course, but in a way, I would feel. So, if you need to breathe there, just breathe. There is nobody listening in a concert with the music there. Yeah, but there is no breathing there. You cannot. There is a tie. You cannot. If you need to breathe, you breathe. And if it makes musical sense, nobody will punish you for that. In an audition, maybe different story. But in a concert, if you need to breathe, you breathe. And I thought the breathing which you did before the E was very good, actually.
Okay.
I think you can take more time on the 8 notes, though. A little bit more stretched. They feel a little bit rushed, in a way. Can we do once more the low B flat?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Yeah, and the A as long as you can. Very good. How do you play your D sharp? Your middle D sharp.
It's fork on the left hand, and it's A, so the second and E flat.
Yeah. And do you put any of the little keys or?
Yeah, sometimes I play. No, I cannot sometimes, but all the time I play with the E flat key, low E flat as well.
Because it sounds a little bit, for me, too different than the color of the C sharp. The problem with the D sharp on a bassoon is that it's very sharp. E flat, D sharp, it's very sharp. So we're trying to put a lot of things to make it darker and lower. But the problem is that then the notes around it sound very different suddenly. So if I do the when I put this, it sounds for me too close in comparison to the C sharp. Yeah, so I would suggest you, my personal opinion, to just play the D sharp. Sorry, this is not, this is the fork, yeah? Just left hand, but with the C sharp key. It's quite open. But I think it's the best possible option of a lot of bad options, let's say.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could try to think about this. This one I use when I have to play very soft in the aux, or when I have to play really flat, or. But this option I still have, and normally I just do this one, and then it's okay. Yeah. We're gonna continue a little bit. I've been talking way too much. Yeah. We're gonna continue in D.
Okay. Yeah.
minutes. Okay. Until here. Very good. New team. I see the fork, dynamic fork going to the first note of the second bar always. Yeah, and I also feel you doing that with the dynamics, but not with the intention. The most important note of these two bars is the first note in the second bar. Yeah, always. And you play a little bit over it. What I hear is this. And what I would want, a little bit more of grabbing this first note. That is not only the dynamic factor, but also the stretching. You know, you're completely alone. Nobody is underneath you. Bam, bam, play in tempo. No, just grab a little bit this first note of the second bar always. Yeah, and then the 30 seconds again. Play them in the tempo you have as slowly as possible. 5. Oh, sorry, yeah. I hear. Ram. Yam tagadam tagadam tagadam. Yeah, the art of playing quick is playing as slowly in the tempo you have. Yeah, in the fast tempo you have. You can do yatatatatatatatatatam, but you can also do yatatatatatatatatatam, or you can do yatatatatatatatatatam. Yeah, it's all the same tempo, but you just stretch as much as possible. That we hear, the audience hears every note. Try once more, please.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good. I have a piano in E. I don't know if you also have that. Maybe it's just.
Maybe I was.
Yes. Sorry?
It's in brackets.
Yeah, it's in brackets, but I think you could do that. And also what we talked before, can't remember where it was, but I think the bar before E and the bar in E, I think there should be a little fraction of comma. It's not a comma, but it's
Separate,
you know
more, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. And don't be afraid. I don't know if it's fear, but don't be afraid to start every note very clearly with the tongue. Da, da. Sometimes I have the feeling that you want to do it like a clarinet player, which is very nice, which is something you should also be able to do. But for the projection in the hall, when you're playing solo, tongue the notes. Otherwise, in the audience, it will hear. We need the tongue for the projection of the beginning of the note in the hall. Yeah?
Okay.
And I think it has to do with, this is something I want to talk to you about, which has nothing to do with this piece, but the preparation. Oh, sorry, I got the, no, I don't want this, sorry, I have to stop this. I can't, where am I? You're gone now. Yeah, you're there, I still see you. You still hear me?
Yeah.
Good. The preparation of when you start. We breathe in, we put the support, we put the tongue on the reed, you release the tongue, and then there should be sound. Yeah? I can't, you're gone now. I can't, there you are, sorry. So, And I have the feeling that sometimes you just start without taking into account all these steps. Breathing in, putting the support, putting the tongue on the reed, putting the air behind the tongue and releasing. Yeah?
That's true, that's true. Sometimes I just sort of inhale and exhale, you know, naturally in some...
Yeah, which is very good, you know, if it works. But at some point you will sit in an orchestra and you will have somebody in front of you. And maybe there will be a moment of waiting before he does this. And you have to be in control of that you decide now. Yeah, that is not because it's a little bit what I hear sometimes. I also in A before. Can you try once for me? We were at D, so we will start at D. I want you to breathe in, put the support, put the tongue on the reed, put the air behind your tongue, and how you release your tongue will define how the note comes out. If it will be da or it will be na.
Okay.
Yeah?
Just the A.
Just the A, just to check what happens. Yeah, and try softer tonguing.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you feel, especially when you have to use the softer tonguing, how much air you need actually behind your tongue. The same amount as when you do this actually. When you do this, with the hitting of the reed, you help a little bit, of course. You give vibration to the reed by the. If you do this, you're not helping the reed, so you have to give all the air. Da, da, yeah. So try really having this image of the air is ready behind the tongue. The air is ready there, and you just open the valve, yeah. Da, 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 dee, da, dee, da, da, and we continue playing music.
So from the D again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, very good, very good. Can we try once to play the 16 notes legato? Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry, I cannot play this music. Play the ones legato with a lot of air in between. Just the 16s, yeah. One more time. Yes. And now can you play this, the what you do, but with the tongue in between. Same amount of air, but just the tongue in between. Yeah. What I have the feeling is that what we talked about before is that you stop the air with the tongue. Yeah? Tut, tut, tut. And I want... Let the air move your tongue. Yeah, ta 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 ta. What I feel is... Yeah, you're trying to control the movement of the tongue. Ta 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 ta. Like a machine gun, you know? But it's more... When you see dots, don't think of your tongue. Your tongue will do the work automatically. Don't be, you know, if your air is flowing, the tongue can just move on top of that. Ya-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ya-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Yeah, try once, only the first rubato, these 8/16ths, one time legato, and directly afterwards staccato. Yeah, yeah. And the second one? Yes, very good. And if you don't know, when you forget about it one time, you take off your reed and you do. Play once, only a do. I mean, you grab 1, 2, 3 and you do just. Yeah. Do you feel how easy that goes?
Yeah.
Yeah. The air moves the tongue. Yeah. Let's try once more at E and we continue. And give me a real piano in E and the third bar in E.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Good. I see some accents. I don't know if, you know, I have this music from the internet, so I don't know how reliable my edition is here. But I have some accents before F. Do you also have them?
Yeah.
Yes, I need to hear that more. Yeah, it sounds a little bit, it needs to be a confirmation. And it sounds a little bit too much relaxed. And then you get back to the singing, the melodic, but pam pam. Yeah, we don't have to repeat that, just to keep in mind. The same happens in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 7 bar in G. I also have an accent, and you want to start. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if it's correct in my music. Yeah. Don't be afraid to really play these accents. Very clear articulation. When we get to H, 2 bars before, we have the nice octaves, you know, fa, fa, fa. What I see happening is, with your embouchure, F, 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 try to keep it open. Try to keep it open, that the support does the work. I always try to, you know, octaves are a great way of practicing your support. And I always try to envision. I'm trying to draw something now. I will show it to you in a second. I will F. You know, you have, I don't know if you can see it with all the music behind. You have 2 notes, a lower F and an upper F. The moment you play the lower F, you have to up your support. In the moment you're playing the lower one, you have to put your support into place. So the moment the higher F comes, you can just release the fingers. Yeah, otherwise you have to. If you prepare your support for every interval, you can focus on a very beautiful legato. If I don't, much here. And this I want to save, because this is the muscle in your body which will, during a performance, get the easiest tired. So you want to save it as much as you can. Involve your support there. You know, this stays. You try once to don't move your embouchure while you play the fa fa fa, the F F F. Yes. Even more, if you can, especially for the higher octave, even more open. I know the intonation will drop, but you can fix that with your support. Yes. Yeah. Try to have this in your mind when you go intervals up. Prepare your support before and think down. That you always go. The higher you play, the more you think down. You know, when you see a singer singing, and there is an interval up coming, they go down with their hand. Why? Just it's a visualization of going down. Yeah? Always think down when you go up. And now we continue at H. Accents. D, B. Very nice. And this is a moment for me, I think it's one of the few spots in the whole fantasy where it's really pianissimo. Enjoy this, enjoy. Again, enjoy playing soft. Yeah, especially the 4 bars before K. Again, grab the attention of the audience. Let them, you know, with their hearing devices, like, hey, it's still working. Yeah, it's still working. 8 before K. Okay, sorry to interrupt you. You played very well. No, there's I'm just a little bit struggling with the staccato. It sounds a little bit too much like this. Yeah, the little square. And I would want to have more this. Whoop. Yeah. And this is something I would, because you know this that we can all do. We can all practice. We can all get wild with that, and it's all fine. But to produce a very nice staccato, a very nice bouncing notes, that is something which is much more difficult in a way, because it's more complex to practice. But if you have that, it gives you so much more possibilities in making it interesting. It sounds a little bit, you know, the 16s they're all perfect, but I miss. Yeah. A little bit ta 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 ta. And I always think of a note which has a beginning, you know, a T, a D, a P, an M, whatever. It has the sound itself, let's say an A, and it has the end, the M, pam. And what I hear now is pa, 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 pa. And I would want to hear pam, 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 pam. And I don't hear the M always. Can you try this once at L? Maybe a little bit slower, and really think of this M. That you get the bouncing sound of a staccato.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I would ask you to play this without tongue, but this in this register is not so nice. So we're gonna go the one before. Yeah, the before L, 4 or 5 bars, I don't know, from the E flat, without the tongue. Ha ha ha. Yeah, the low F, it's okay. Once more, it sounds great like this. Yes, and now you just put a little bit of tongue. Da, da, da. Yeah. It has a lot more consistency. The sound is much more present. Yeah, and I think this needs. Otherwise, it gets too. Yeah, that it gets alive. Yeah, it's 16s are very important and they need to be very good. And you've been practicing. I hear that. But also the staccato, the 8 notes, boom, 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 very bouncing, very alive. I see that time is running up, so I do want to do the end, because the end for me is actually the most beautiful of the whole fantasy. Can we start at the lento?
Yep.
Yeah, very nice. But the moment we arrive, that we really, okay, we are really in B flat major. Yeah, I know there is a diminuendo, but it should shine in a way. that you make it clear. Yeah, this is really the ending. We are B flat major. We are home, and ciao, arrivederci. But that, yeah. And before, I think you can play this lento way slower. That you really enjoy. You know, you come from really presto and then much slower. And I don't know if you noticed, but I take much more time between the 8th note of the second bar and the downbeat of the third bar always. Always a lot of time between these big intervals. It will also help you in preparing the support for the upper note. Yeah? Can we try once more from the lento? Yes, and take your time for the 16th. Yeah, very good. There was one thing I want. The crescendo to the fortissimo. I have the feeling that you want to open the sound like this. And I would want you to ask if you can think the crescendo more, less pushed and more relaxed in a way, more to the back, that you open to the back. I hear this. The center of the sound is a little bit disappearing. Keep the center and a little bit more in to the sides, to the back. That it's more like. Yeah? Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
I think I do.
Can you try once from the C sharp? Very, very big crescendo, but filling the room in the back, in the back of the room. This one as long as you can. The low B flat, you know, just as long as you can. Very nice, very, very great playing. So what I would urge you to do is look at the quality of a staccato note. Slow or quick, it doesn't matter, but that you always have this round shape, you know. I always try to envision that a composer, they didn't write squares. They wrote round notes, and I think, you know, having this in mind, it has this little curve of palm, and I think every note should have this bouncing inside it, especially if it's articulated. So this is one thing, and the other thing is the preparation of the and then, yeah, that you really always, in order to be able to play a wind instrument, we need wind. We need to take in the wind. We need to put the support ready, and then we go. Yeah, but but this is crucial. It is crucial that you, especially later when you're gonna sit in an orchestra, that you have this that you have the control over, that the control of how the sound and when the sound comes out is here, is the tongue. The air is always there behind the tongue. It's always there, pushing, 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 and wanting to go out. And you decide now. Or now. Yeah? Depending on what you have to play. Great playing, really. I think time is unfortunately up. I have to go to the next candidate. So thank you for playing.
Thank you for having me.
And I see you next time.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Ciao. Hello, welcome. I'm Simon Van Holen. Tell me, who are you?
I'm Elza.
Elza, okay.
And I am going to play Saint-Saëns sonata.
Okay, great. Then I'm gonna watch and listen.
Okay, I guess we should start with the first movement.
Let's start with the first movement and then see how, yeah. For sure you play the first movement and then we'll see how much time we have.
Okay.
Watch out with your last B. Yeah, that's not too sharp. It will always be on the sharp side. So practice it flat enough. That when you come in concert and you feel it's too flat, that you can push a little bit if necessary. It's much easier at the end of a movement to push a little bit than to do this. Yeah. Okay. Great. Can we go back to the beginning? What I know you want to start like a clarinet player, but we have yeah, it needs to be quite clear, the beginning of the G, so don't be afraid to start it with the tongue. A soft tonguing, yeah, but a tongue, yeah, very important to be able to play together with the piano. Otherwise, it will be a little bit too much of this. Can we go da capo?
With piano?
Yes.
Okay. What's that?
check a little bit of the phrasing. I don't. You played very nice, but I don't feel the phrasing. I don't feel where you want to go to. Tell me the first phrase. Where do you want to go to?
So the first phrase, I'm going to the half note C.
Yes, very good, but I don't hear it.
Okay.
You know, I feel the intention. I feel the intention, but I don't hear it. And then after the second part from bar 5.
Then I am phrasing, I'm going to the D sharp.
Yes. You go in one movement from bar 5 to the D sharp.
So it's the D sharp in the bar 9.
Yes. But do you go in one movement from this bar 5 until bar 9, or is there another?
Oh, I am thinking like it's a one line until that note.
Because it's a very long way.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need in between a little moment of relaxing somewhere.
Okay.
And I think it's before he writes the crescendo. Yeah, and a little bit of otherwise it's a very long phrase to make. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So that you have yeah. I would go if I were you, I would also go to the F sharp in 6. Okay, enough talking. Now show me these points which you have clearly in your head. Now show them to me. It's your, you know, this is one of the few romantic sonatas we have. This is your moment. I know he writes piano, but we have to show a lot of phrasing, yeah? One more time, please. Very good. Watch out, articulation. And the last bar you just played, bar 9.
Mm-hmm.
Between the two D sharps. Yeah? If you have two repeated notes, articulate enough the second one. Otherwise, especially when we are playing with the piano or orchestra, you will not hear anything. Yeah? And I would wish, it's very nice, but I would wish more line to the F sharp in bar 6. That's actually what's written with the octave jump, but yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Last time, and then we continue.
Okay.
Very good, very nice, very nice. Couple of things. You go back dynamically. Do you have bar numbers? Just first one.
No.
You don't have bar numbers. Okay. Before the G major, 3 bars before, you go back in dynamics, no?
I actually do subito piano, but 2 before G major.
2 before. Would it not make more sense to do it 1 bar before the G major? I don't know, huh? I don't, because I feel this line. Yeah, that you already arrive to the F, and then you go a little bit down, and then you go to the G. I don't know, something to think about. I was not very convinced about the subito 2 bars before the G major. This is one thing. Then this. When we look closely at the forks, it goes to the middle of the bar. And you always go to the upper note. Which is, I know it's way more easy. I know, I've been there. But I think we should really go to the middle of the bar. That you really relax to the G sharp. Every time this motive comes, that you go to the middle of the bar, you play the, in this case, the D sharp a little bit longer. A little bit. Then a little bit further when we get to the mezzo forte. Again, articulation between 2 notes. That you articulate the second B flat enough. And then we have very clear. Ta ta tam tia ta. Ta ta tam tia ta. Very, not short. Don't misunderstand me, not short, but very articulated. Yeah? And save your energy. Save your energy. The first time he writes something else than piano is at this B flat, and it's only mezzo forte. I know he writes crescendos, diminuendo, but he doesn't go anywhere. So these first 16 bars, they are all in piano. If you already start too much, it's gonna be a long way until the fortissimo. Yeah, so the mezzo forte, watch out. Can we do, it feels weird, but maybe bar 10. You can choose, or the beginning, or bar 10. It's up to you.
Bar 10.
Haha, you're afraid of the beginning, huh? You're saving. What we need is more the articulation, because with everything which is happening in the piano, we lose a bit the clarity. And always relax. Sol, fa, sol. Yeah. Of course, you have the line building up, but within, we still relax. Tiom, ta-ta, tiom, ta-ta, wa. And don't be afraid to put a lot of vibrato. Yeah? Si, 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 re, mi, fa. B flat, B flat, B flat. I don't know if you use the do, re, mi, fa, sol?
Yes, do, re, mi,
Yes,
fa, sol.
okay. Then si, si, si. Much easier.
Jā, pirmā zīme. Labi.
When you arrive to the fortissimo, I know it's full power, it's full sound, but it should be very full. It's a little bit this now. Very open. Yeah, it sounds a little bit too forced in a way. I think you can open up more the sound down and not too much more this. Oh, we don't need that. Yes. And still, I would keep the fortissimo. And don't rush. It's, you know, you play so quick that it gets difficult. If you would play it in tempo, it would be very easy. And then you, no, yakatakatakatakatam, yakatakatakatakatam, as slowly as that. It's not that difficult. I'm just checking one thing. Yes, this. And then look until where the forte is going, or the fortissimo even, actually. It's going very far. It's going until the diminuendo starts. So. Yeah, and try to really give it to the piano. This last line. Yeah. Can we try once more from the forte? I still think you can relax more on the quarter notes. Ta-ta-tam, ta-ta-ti, ta-ta-tam, and more articulation. Can you try once for me alone? From the forte. And very articulated. Watch out with the la bemol, not too sharp. Try once to think a diminuendo on the quarter notes. Yes. Articulation. Yes, especially there also. The piano is doing a lot of things underneath you. And otherwise, what happens is you hear... But that's not what's written, yeah? Always, you know, when you're practicing in your practice room, of course, what you hear there is already a lot of articulation, but always try to think that you're playing, or you will be playing the sonata in a big hall with 5,000 people, and also the last person who paid €5 for your ticket, he still paid €5 for the ticket, and he wants to hear this ta-ta, ta-ta. He wants to hear all the notes, or she, yeah? The person, that's why I said he. But, let's try once more from where we started now and with the piano together. And try to exaggerate once in the articulation. If it's too much, it's too much. That doesn't matter. Yeah, we have to sometimes go over our limits to find the center.
Yeah, just as such.
You know, the quick notes, they are less important than you think. I know, I've been a student once myself, long time ago, and I know that, you know, these things, and they need to be perfect, and they need to be, and yes, you do need to practice them, of course. But let me tell you that how you play the first 7 notes is way more important than how you play all these quick notes. For the audience. Not for you maybe, but for the audience. Yeah? So don't put too much pressure on this of relax. You know, it's and if you want to take more time, you take more time. You take more. If you want to take more time, you can take more time. Of course, at some point you want to be able to play it normally, but that is just repetition. Yeah, that's This one is yeah, these kind of things. With time, with a lot of patience. But I have to tell you, this is way less important than how you play the first phrase of the piece. Yeah? Yes, you do need to put your time in there and you want to clean it up as beautiful as it gets, but don't. I see you cramping before this passage comes in. No, you will not die. If you miss one note, you will not die. It's not that. Continue practicing it, of course. Don't misunderstand me. But how you play the beginning for me is much more important than how you play this. Yeah? And another thing, after that, where we just stopped, I think you can play more legato there. It sounds a little bit note. I would want more horizontality. That is really legato. Legato does not only mean do not use your tongue. It means also that the air needs to fill up every little interval. Yeah? Otherwise we get. I'm exaggerating, it doesn't sound like this, but it goes a little bit in the direction of wah wah wah. Let the air and the support do its work. Can we start directly on ya da 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 dee do do. Which fingering do you use?
I think the standard.
Standard. Can you try with the E flat key? Yeah. I think the sound is nicer anyway. It's the other one sounds a little bit. It sounds more like this, but the way disturbed in the sound. I don't know. When we get to the change where the piano suddenly plays the triplets, which is. I think this change should be you always have do da da di do di do da di do di do di da di da di do. It should get a little bit more calmed when we get to there. So you play. give air to the low G. You know, he doesn't write pianissimo yet. That comes later. Can we try once more from the where is the turn page? Da di do di do di do di do do. And then we continue. You were not on the same page. Is there a reason why you are rushing at the end?
I am afraid that I will not get to the end of the high B.
Don't be afraid. There is nothing, you know, we are musicians. We're making music. There is, oh, something is happening here. Here. We are musicians, you know. We are making art. Don't be afraid of your art. I don't know. I mean I've of course we are students and we are practicing and we have to we always have to get better and make less mistakes and blah 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 blah. And I remember when I came in the orchestra here, it was my first tour in my second week. I was sitting at the airport drinking coffee and somebody of the orchestra, an older member, came to me and started to talk and blah blah blah. And he said, you know what? I hope you will make a lot of mistakes. Just make as many mistakes as you want. Just find your way, but try to always, if you don't make mistakes, you will never find your limits. You will never find your limits, and it's on the limits and it's on the edges where we make the most beautiful music. It's not by being in the square. In the square, everybody can play in the square. So don't be afraid. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, okay, next time. Yeah? So never, if you want to take time and you want to slow down, you slow down. I mean, of course, we don't want to put a huge ritenuto, but I feel that actually you do want to relax, and then I see some fear, which makes you go quicker. No. If you want to relax, you relax. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, next time better. But don't give up relaxing, yeah? perfect, but I try to relax. And you have to. Don't. Yeah, I know it's a natural process in our brain. And then we do things which actually we don't want to do because we think it's gonna save our life, but it's not gonna save your life. Enough talking. Can we continue a little bit with the second movement?
Yes.
Yes, is it okay for you?
Yes. Whatever, yeah.
Yes, very good. You know, again, this high E, I know, we care, we as bassoon players, we care a lot. That is high E, you know. And you think that everybody is always thinking, the moment you start the second movement, you're thinking of the high E. Why? Why? Nobody, you know, try to practice music in function of the fact that you're gonna play it in a concert. And when you're gonna play it in a concert, you will have, let's say, 1,200 people in the hall, and maybe there's 5 bassoon players, which means that these other 1,195 people, they have never heard this piece of music. They don't know there is a high E. If it comes, great. If it doesn't come, it doesn't matter. Yeah, don't make things more important than they are. Yes, you have to practice them. Yes, you have to continue going until it's a piece of cake, which it will never be in concert. But don't put too much tension and stress into it, because I feel you cramping before difficult passages. Try to relax. Try to see the unimportance of it. Yes, we are making music, and yes, we are making art, and it is very important, but nobody will die if you don't play your high E. Yeah? Try to calm down in seeing the importance. But let's go a little bit back to the beginning. I miss the scherzando. Yeah, I miss the freshness, the funny part in the way, the scherzando. Yeah, a little bit more sparkling. I find the staccato a little bit flat in a way, flat lines. Can you try once for me to play it slowly? And I don't know, were you present during the masterclass of Edgar's?
Yeah, in the beginning.
You were listening, yeah? So maybe you heard me talk about the shape of a staccato note.
Mm-hmm.
That it has the beginning, the T, it has the sound, the A, but it also has the M, the ending of the note, the M, and I don't hear the M, I hear only ta 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 ta, and I would want to hear tam 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 tam. Can you try once to add an M after every note? Yes, and in order to do that, you have to give more. So what I would want you to do is just play a middle E, and you play without the tongue. Yeah, and more with a lot of speed in the air from the beginning of the note. Yeah, and now you put a little bit of tongue. Yeah, more M, make it shorter. Yes, very important is that for every movement of the tongue, you give a little. Otherwise we have and then it gets E, a little bit too flat. So we play the beginning like this. Yes, a little bit quicker. Yes, and go to the F sharp. Yeah, when you play it later, when you really make the direction to the F sharp. time, for the rest of your life, when you see these kind of staccato notes, this 8 notes or 16 notes, it doesn't matter, always have this M at the end, and practice without the tongue. To be aware of how much energy it actually costs to produce a note. Because the tongue is of course there to help us, to give a lot of clarity, but it also makes a lot of things like this. I mean, we lose a little bit the but it's how do you say that in English? It's covering a lot of things. If you can play without a lot of air with the tongue. If I would play now without the tongue, nothing is left. So always try to go back. How do I produce a note? With air, with air. And the tongue is only there to give the final precision. Now and how. But the air produces the sound. So when you see staccato, try to play without, or this kind of things, try to play without the tongue. Very difficult in the low register, of course. The tongue will help you there a little bit. Yeah? So, scherzando.
Okay.
Allegro scherzando with piano all together. The softer you play, a general rule, the softer you play, the more you have to articulate. It's like when I speak very softly, I have to articulate more. So, and extra because of the scherzando. So when you get to the piano, more articulation. Also under the legato. Yeah, keep it sparkling. Also when it's legato, that we understand every note. Last time, da capo. More energy, and I'm not talking about dynamics.
Okay. It's very good. Help yourself in the piano, to the low notes there. Give a little bit of crescendo to the low notes. Yeah? And then when we have to, I would play the last note longer. Daga daga dum, daga daga dum, daga daga dum.
note, yeah? Before the leggero, can you go to the middle of the bar? I hear you now going to the upper note, and I don't know if it's so nice. The last one, yes, because there you have the crescendo under it. But before I would go to the middle of the bar. Last time. I still feel when you get to the piano, you're losing a little bit the scherzando. You want to you think too much in dynamic levels, and yes, you have to go down, but the intensity, the character of the piece stays. Yeah. Yeah. Always with with the big smile on your face. The second movement. Unfortunately, wrap it up now. When you get to this part, don't get slower. Yeah, try to sing in the same tempo what you had before. Yeah, very good, very good. And when you get to the theme in the forte, also when it's forte, still try to have this shape in the. Because of the forte, it gets a little bit raw anyway. Try to keep the character of the piece, the scherzando. These ones, yes. If you want to, yeah, there, yes, you can have a little bit more rawness. Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Enjoy playing music. We have a beautiful profession. Enjoy. It's not about playing correct and playing every note and making every difficult thing work. Yes, it's also very important. Believe me, it is. But if something doesn't go as planned yet, because you're still in the process of working on things, don't cramp. Yeah, just if it comes, great. If it doesn't, we pass to the next thing. Yeah, enjoy playing music. We have a beautiful profession. Yeah,
True.
relax. peace and love. Yeah? Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Hello,
So,
Katrina.
hi. Yes. So I'm
Okay.
Katrina, and I'm doing my master's here in Riga. And I will play Sonatina from Alexander Tansman. Let's start with the first movement, and then let's see how far we can get.
Yes, I also saw that you also wrote Hummel Concerto. So
Yes.
what do you want me to do? Do you want to go to the Tanzmann first completely, or?
Actually, I wrote them too because I am preparing many more pieces right now. But today I decided that I would like to stay on the Tansman.
Okay.
I think it's more cooler to work on that on the masterclasses. It's gonna be
Okay.
more interesting.
Then I grab Tanzmann. But then maybe can we play first and second movement?
Yeah,
There,
sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
great. bravo. Nice, very nice. Before we start with the music, sorry, Corona. When you breathe in, I hear a lot of noise, as if you're trying to suck the air in. But actually, if your lungs are empty, the air automatically wants to go in. That is just, if your lungs are empty, you have low pressure inside, high pressure outside, so the air wants to go in. So actually it should be enough by just opening your mouth wide enough, and then the air should automatically go in. When I hear so much sound, for me it's a sign that I think you don't open your mouth enough, so you have too much resistance here, and then you really have to suck it in. So try to have when you're breathing, to have the mouth a little bit more open. It's about 2 fingers. Then you have the same opening here as here, and you will have no resistance. Yeah. So this is something to keep in mind for breathing in. That it will take you less effort and less time to have your lungs completely filled up. Yes.
Yeah.
But we will come back to that later in the lesson. But let's for now start with the Allegro con moto. It's very good. You play is very good. But I need more character. The piano is doing chuck 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 chuck. All the rest is you, which is a lot. All these little heads. I think I would want them more. The articulation, the fire. Yeah, a lot of energy, and every time when you have dee-dum-bum, da-da, as if it's on the beat, da-dum-bum, dee-da-dum, dum-da-dum. Yeah, really away from 1, 2, 3, 4. Completely against it if necessary. And the first do with a lot of conviction. Don't be afraid. Maybe it will come, maybe it will not. But that should not prevent you of not trying it to have it with bam. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, let's try once more from the beginning. Very good. You go back a little bit in bar 1, no? Dynamically or not?
It kind of happens.
Yeah, which is fine.
Naturally.
Which is fine. But then afterwards you need to make a big crescendo. To bar to the A flat. Yeah. And watch out with your A flat. That is not too sharp. Yeah.
Which one?
The A flat, the La minor.
Yeah. Okay.
And then afterwards, when you have the 16 notes which are staccato, can you give me more articulation? Also afterwards. Yeah, this is very good. And then I think in the third bar of figure 1, you go a little bit back in dynamics,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is very
I know
nice.
Like mm-hmm.
Yeah, very nice. Dolce, yes, but keep the articulation. What I hear now is, and that's not what he writes. Yeah. And then again, big crescendo. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times mi mi la re, mi 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 la re, mi 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 la re. And the last one, try to have it even more.
Yeah.
Mi mi mi, you know, like when you sing 3 times something to a child and 4 times, and the 5th time you lose it and you say, God damn it! Yeah, that the last time you even more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good. One more time, the beginning. You know, when I hear this is a little. I think you can maybe prevent that by trying to show it with the bassoon instead of with the breathing. Voilà. Sometimes it doesn't come.
Yeah. Okay. We'll try. Because you're breathing now in the 5th bar of figure 1, no? After the A. Is that correct? In the 5th bar? You're breathing now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6, sorry, 6. 6, yeah. Yeah. I will give you a better place. Okay. If you can breathe in the 4th bar before the Si Sol La. Yeah? And then you can go through until otherwise I'm afraid you're gonna always be a little bit too late on the low A. Yeah? Okay, we'll try. Yes, we don't have to repeat that now. But it's difficult. Whoa, somebody is singing there. Yeah, it's all around. Music is all around us. Let's play where you start with the dolce. What is it? Yeah. 3rd bar of 1? Yes. With the upbeat. You know what? Do just figure 1. Or just figure 1. Because you're always too early. You're not playing the rest, and the rest is very important. Yeah, one more time. I didn't breathe. Yes, okay, I will try to breathe. Okay, got it?
Sorry for interrupting you all the time, but before we get to the menomosso, there is one thing. There is two times a run with staccato notes, no? Pardon. Can we look once at the second one? I want you to play it once legato, because I feel a little bit that you're trying to control it too much here with the tongue.
Yeah.
These kind of runs, they should be controlled also by the air. The air should give the speed to the tongue and should give the movement to the tongue. So we're gonna play it 2 times legato and then 2 times as it's written.
Okay.
Yeah, the second one was getting there. A little bit slower. Yeah, I have the feeling that you want to use your tongue too much, and then it sounds a little bit like this. I'm exaggerating, huh? But can you do one favor? Take the reed of the bassoon. You play a do. Yes, and how you play the scale. Yes, and now with yes, and now with the reed on the bassoon. Yeah. You see how easy staccato. You see how it's so easy. Playing staccato is so easy. No, it's not. But actually, the principle behind it is very easy. The air moves the tongue. But if the air is not running correctly, you cannot. You have to move the tongue every time. You have to concentrate on this movement. If the air is doing the work, it's like you have little. I'm watching outside and I'm seeing the leaves of the trees, and they're just being moved by the air, and the tongue should be also be moved by the air. Yeah, the air is crucial for a job as a wind instrument player. Yeah. So, this in mind, we don't have to repeat that. I would want to go to the menomosso. He writes a galantando, and then menomosso cantabile. I hear the menomosso, I don't feel the cantabile so much. Yeah, that you really. I would also, I always play it slower than 104 because I'm not able to play cantabile in 104. I never managed to play this part in 104 because I need more time in a way. So if you want to play slower, I would say play slower, it's fine. If you need more time to play certain intervals, take more time. what's written, I know, and I apologize to Alexandre. But yeah, in a way, I've never been able to feel it differently. I've tried to get closer to the 104. I didn't manage. So experiment a little bit by maybe taking a little bit more time. That you get more into the character of really the cantabile, the singing, and also the going into it. The garantando, very organic. I don't know, you will breathe there, no?
Yeah. I actually would like to not breathe there, but...
Yeah, but you need to. Otherwise you will die. And we don't want to die for Tanzmann. Yeah? But make it the breathing in the movement of the... That it's not...
Yeah.
So maybe you have to shorten a little bit the E, so you are in time for the D. Yeah? Can we try this once from...
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Very nice. But it's all mezzo piano. I also, when I was playing before, I played too loud. It's the character. You come from bum 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 bum. Yeah, much more smooth. Another question: how do you play your F sharp in bar number 5?
I do the muted one.
Yeah.
With the...
And the question is, do you need that?
Yeah, that's always the question actually, because sometimes it's just a little bit too sharp, but sometimes it's when I don't use the muted, and then when I use it, then it's sometimes too muted. You can really hear that it's muted. So I'm still not sure really.
I wouldn't if I were you, because the difference in color is very big. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm listening and every time I'm a little bit surprised. Actually, I know already that you're playing the muted version, and then but still I'm like, ooh. So if I were you, I would just play the normal finger and play it flat. Yeah.
Like always with an F sharp. Just play it flat.
Yeah, I think then it's more organic. It's otherwise the muted just really sounds muted. I agree. You have
to keep your muted fingering for in the orchestra for the moments you really need them. Because if you're gonna incorporate them in your solo pieces, that's gonna be your new standard. And then you come to the orchestra, and then the conductor asks you to play really soft, and you have no options anymore. So be careful that with using muted fingerings in your solo repertoire. Of course, sometimes, if you want to. But here we are in mezzo piano even more because we have had crescendos. I don't see a reason why you should not just play the normal.
Yeah. Okay.
Except for the intonation, but the intonation you can correct there.
Yeah.
So I would want you to play once more and a little bit more smooth. crescendo that it's going open, but it's staying very, I don't know, silky. Yeah. Directly figure 2. Very good. Yes. No. That's very good. That's that's very good. And the last crescendo, this one I would really. Do beep pum. This one you really push through it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do directly that tempo, no? Or maybe one bar before for the.
Yeah, I can do maybe three before a tempo, so I try this.
Excellent.
This work. Three is finished.
It's a tricky place. How have you been practicing this?
Very differently, changing tempos, some drill techniques from Ure, some just so many. I cannot even remember all of them.
Yeah.
But maybe there's something. Yeah, of course. Maybe there's something that you could recommend.
I mean, I've guessed you've done rhythmical patterns and.
Yeah. Also tried that.
Have you done? Have you tried that? That you try to practice it as triplets? I don't know if you've done that.
Yeah, in general, I kind of try to think of it as triplets, not.
Okay.
But
I also have to practice that. Yeah. The question is, where is the problem? Tell me, where's the problem?
Actually, I kind of feel that for a day, I have a limit how many times I can play this well. And today I played it, I think, 3 or 4 times well, because I had a lesson before, and I think just the limit is out. Now I have to again get it back in my fingers.
12 hours of sleep. What I'm trying to figure out for you is where is exactly the problem with the fingers? Which connection of notes? Because it's not the whole thing.
Yeah. It's I would say the last bar, the 1 bar before 3. I would say it's somewhere between second part, second beat with the E, F flat, F sharp, D sharp. Could be somewhere there, I think.
This one, no?
Yeah, the F sharp, B sharp, E, because I want to go to the D flat. Yeah.
Then take that out. Take that out. Take these 4 notes out and concentrate on that. And then put them back in. Because what you have, let's go through it once. Let's go beat by beat. Is it a problem? No. what happens. Quite quickly. Taga-taga-dum. Taga-taga-dum. Taga-taga-dum.
From the second bar before 3?
No, from the second bar before 3, yes. But try to have always 5 notes. So you do.
Ah, okay. Yeah, okay.
It's not super clean. From the E to the C sharp, it's not very nice. Yes. What's happening? Where is the problem? What do you hear? It's not very nice.
I think the C and C sharp connection.
But already before, it's the E flat C.
Yeah.
You throw your fingers on the instrument for the do. Try to not throw them on, but to grab the do.
So not too fast.
Not just rough.
Yeah.
Very control the do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're getting there. That you play the C before you have to play the C sharp. Very important.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. The next.
Sharp.
Yes. Yes. Next one. Yes. Good.
Yeah, F sharp.
F sharp, D sharp. Yes. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
D sharp, that one.
F sharp, D sharp. So I would say E, C sharp, E flat, C, F sharp, D sharp. This is a little bit what I mean. Also, I'm talking also about the bar before, yeah. So E, C sharp, E flat, C, F sharp, D sharp. This is where I feel the first things you have to fix, and then you continue. You know, you take 2 beats. And then you feel, okay, is it going? What happens if I repeat it twice? Is it still consistent? And you try to localize the problems, because it doesn't. You know, I've practiced these kind of things, repeating thousands of times with rhythms, offbeat, onbeat, with different articulations, and I've practiced this so wrongly in a way, because always just repeating. If I have to look at it now, I'm gonna check. Okay, where is the problem? Because it's not. Let me count. Who am I counting? 30-second notes, which is the problem. You know, it's just a couple of connections which are the problem, and these ones you have to fix. Repeating is very important also, but not before, not until you have fixed the little problems. Otherwise you're gonna repeat and have these little problems in your fingers. So try to really localize. Okay, where do you have to pay attention to? Fix that, clean that, all these kind of things, yes. And then you put them back in and you see, is it better? No? Okay, we put it back out. If it's better, yes, then you can continue. You take 2 beats together. Or even first beat, then 2 and 3 together, 4 and 1 together, and so on.
Yeah.
But don't just repeat. Even if it's with differentiation in rhythms and tempi. And really localize the problem. Where is it? Where is the glitch in the system? And then try to really, oh, this finger is moving too slowly, or too quickly, or too big, or too Yeah. So there is thousands of ways of practicing this. But I think that before you really start with the repetition, try to find difficult parts of a passage and clean them out. Really. Like you're polishing a reed, you know, with a sandpaper. And then you put it in, and then we get to the repetition part. Yeah?
Yeah, true, very true.
Enough talking. We continue at figure 3.
Yeah.
For me in the piano part. We'll have a look at the piano part and look at what's written at the beginning of the second movement in the bassoon part.
Yeah, it's A, but I know that some play it and some don't.
He writes it.
There's in this actually in mine.
I know. Also in mine there is not.
Yeah.
But in case of doubt, always go to the piano part, because that's the original. He doesn't write the bassoon part, and again he writes everything together. So in case of doubt, this is the closest to what he wrote down. And he even writes enchaîner, which means connect in French. So I would really I know it doesn't make it easier. But I don't really care. I think I know there is. I think we should play it. I think he is quite clear about the enchaîner to the 2, and in the piano part it's very clearly written. I would do that. Before we get there, a little thing in we don't have to repeat that, but in 3, I hear da da ya di da da. I hear you going to the F sharp. Probably because the F sharp is quite an open note on the bassoon. So make sure that the head is on the A flat. Yeah? We don't have to repeat that. Then the più lento. Let's try once to play completely legato. I just want you to let the air flow. Yeah, so we play the whole più lento tutto legato. Let it flow. Try once. It's only piano. It's only piano. Okay. So, what do we notice? In the beginning, all the notes are coming. Which means that in the beginning, your tongue is disturbing the flow of the air. Yeah, you're cutting too much the flow of the air with the tongue. Try to imagine one big flow of air, and the tongue is just sometimes hitting in between, but the air keeps going. This is one thing. The other thing is when we have the slur down, the notes tend not to come. You have to relax more. You have to relax more your embouchure and go more back when you have the... all these of course not as much movement as what I'm showing you, but try to be as most at the tip of your reed as possible for these kind of things. The more you're at the tip of your reed, the more you will let the natural vibration of the reed do it work. Yeah? So we're gonna try once more. We're gonna start by doing the first 1.5 bar, one time legato, one time as written. And I don't want your tongue to disturb the flow of the air.
Yeah, okay.
Go more to the front, the tip of the reed. Almost, you know. Almost there. Very good. And I can't remember. I think it was with Edgar that I talked briefly about it. The preparation, the breathing, putting the support, putting the tongue on the reed, releasing your air. So the air is behind your tongue, and then you release your tongue. So you have that the movement of the tongue controls how the note comes out and when. But the air is ready. The air is ready behind the tongue. Yeah? Can you try it? Only the do. Do. Of the reed. A little bit quicker the tongue. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you know when the thing is when I hear it means that you're not your air is not behind your tongue, because you move the tongue and then you do. Yeah, I know you want to play soft, so you want to play with as little air as possible, which is wrong. You should play with a lot of air, a lot of. Yeah. Yeah, that it's really the air is waiting there. It's waiting. It wants to produce some beautiful sound, and you say, okay, now you're allowed to. Yeah, try once more. Play a little bit louder. It's not only about playing piano. It's about. A little bit quicker the tongue. Yes. Very good. Yes, and you know what? This, as stupid as it may sound, but this is gonna be your job as a bassoon player in the orchestra. Yeah, I know it sounds stupid, but this kind of things, you know, even worse if you're a contrabassoon player like me, this is really your job. You have nothing else to do anymore. It's just dude. No, I'm a little bit denigrating my own job, but it's really, I just want you to tell it is very important, and we spend way too little time with this when we are students. We spend a lot of time with a lot of, which is also very important. I don't want to make one or the other more or less important, but these kind of things, the knowledge of and how you move your tongue. This is now my tongue, you know. How you move your tongue, how the sound will come out. If you do this, do, or you do no, but the air behind it is the same. How you move your tongue in the end will define how it will come out. And this is something you need to incorporate in your daily. I mean, I'm saying you, but I'm saying I mean in general. You as being students, being also myself, everybody who's learning, who is practicing, you should incorporate it in your practice because it's crucial for an orchestral musician. Yeah, especially with this nice double wheels which vibrates difficultly. Yeah, so we're gonna play the più lento. Let's say mezzo piano. I don't want you to be fighting. I want you to enjoy. I also said to Edgar before, enjoy playing piano. It's something gorgeous. Playing piano is something, you should enjoy it. Yeah? Try once. From the D directly, the low D. Mezzo piano, mezzo. Yeah. Play. Sorry. Very nice. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that was missing. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's very nice. I think you can make more the difference between the tranquillo and then the espressivo. Yeah, much, if you can, much more vibrato there in the espressivo. Really. Wow. Open it up. And in the tranquillo, it lacks a little bit of, in the beginning, I mean, it lacks a little bit the phrasing. It's a little bit too flatline in a way. If you can. Saying a couple of things because then I have to finish, unfortunately, but you are taking time before the forte, no? Before the scale up to the forte or not?
Yes.
Do it more. Yeah, I think you can make it more exaggerated.
You mean the take time on the 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then speed it up to the forte. I think it's. Yeah. But it's very nice. You play it very nice. Give it a little bit more shape, I think. A little bit more phrasing. And the difference in character between the beginning and then the espressivo. And then back to the tranquillo. And there is one thing very important. I think in the third bar of figure 4, second and third, I would not dephrase. I would give it to the piano. Yeah, because you're dephrasing there, and I'm not convinced of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So unfortunately we have to wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you so much. Really nice.
Keep going. Think of this natural. The air, the air wants to go into your lungs. If your lungs are empty, the air wants to go in. Use this automatism of nature that the air wants to go in. We don't have to. Yeah, it will go in. And try to do these kind of exercises where you breathe in, you put your support, you put the tongue on the reed, you release the air while the tongue is on the reed, and you feel really the air pushing here behind, and then you release the tongue. Not only in piano, also mezzo forte, piano, pianissimo, with different kind of releasing of the tongue. Where you have the T or the D or even the L, if you want to, that you get a very an amazing control over how you start a note. Because that's, for double reed instruments, that's what you are a lot judged on, unfortunately. When you're sitting in an orchestra and I mean, I'm sitting behind flutes. Normally, as a bassoon player, you're sitting behind oboes, so that's, it's not so bad because they have the same problem. But if you're sitting behind flutes, and you come with your toot, and then they look around and I'm sorry, but my reed. So this is things you want to be able to prevent as much as possible. Let's say you cannot get it. It's something which is there. It's there, and we have to deal with it. But try to get a little bit more control over this. It's not only about playing soft. It's the knowledge of blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, to do some simple exercise, what we did before, you know, with the C, or every note, in every dynamics. It's really, it's a very important part of our job as orchestral bassoonists. And it's something which, also me as a teacher, not always, but I don't put enough attention to it anymore. I should also, me as a teacher, I should be more pushing on that to my students and also to myself, because I also never learned that in a way. So at some point you realize, oh yeah, actually this is quite important. I have to maybe put some time into this. Yeah. So do it now, you're still young. You can still learn it and you will be great.
Okay.
Yes? So thank you so much for playing.
Yes, thank you so much.
And we see each other in the future. Thank you also to the piano player.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. I will yes, put everything behind my ear and think
yes,
about it.
Good. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Yes?
Great.
If there is still concerns, questions.
Okay.
Okay?
It's wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Have a good day.
Yes, you too.